Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Today we're going to be bringing you some crypto news, mining centric, passive income centric. We're going to talk about a Masternode that's making almost $1,000 USD a month worth of cryptocurrency that has enough volume where you could be trading out of this. Okay, so it's not just some hypothetical numbers. We're talking about a mining rig that is projected to make $500 a day, which it will absolutely not do that. Okay, so just want to put that out there. We're going to talk about ProgPoW a little bit more. There's a bug that's people have focused on with that, and a coin that recently came out that is GPU mineable is now going to be, or already is, being FPGA mined. So without further ado, guys, let's jump into the video. We're going to run 10 seconds of tails, our beautiful Shiba Inu and resident Doge, and then the intro, and then we'll enough talking, let's do it. The Bitmain Antminer K5 is supposed to do 1130 gigahash a second on the eaglesong mining algorithm. We've talked about Nervos CKB and mining CK bytes, a pretty good bit here on the channel. And this is the new ASIC miner. This is announced from Bitmain. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be Bitmain or ASIC miners coming and hitting this coin's algorithm. Application specific integrated circuit miner is what ASIC stands for. It's this specialized device and it sucks a ton of power. I mean, this isn't too bad, all things considered, for an ASIC miner, 1580 watts. And it's going to do, over 1 terahash a second, and it's projected to make $421 a day, which, I mean, one, it absolutely won't, because these are going to be sold for less than $2,000, so they are going to produce a freaking lot of these. And just for reference, I've got about $3,000 retail worth of mining hardware mining CKB right now, but it is the hash altcoin black miners, and these are kind of like a hybrid of an FPGA miner and an ASIC miner. And basically what that means is that they can mine several coins and they're good at it, and probably better than GPUs. But if an ASIC hits it, which is specialized and all it does is mine that one coin, it's gonna blow it away. So my F1 Plus and F1 Mini Plus have mined about 1,000, or mined exactly 1,050 CKB coins over the last 24 hours on F2 pool, and that translates to $7.61 before I pay the electric bill. The electric cost isn't huge, so I mean, honestly, I'm probably pulling about $5 worth of coins a day on hardware that, if you bought retail, would probably cost you about $3 grand. Yeah. Not the best passive income in cryptocurrency you've ever heard of, but we are turning a profit nonetheless. Big news when it comes to Energi NRG. If you've seen our videos about Energi before, or you just like the coin or whatever, so they are officially, they're late, it had to be delayed, but they are now officially migrating to Energi 3.0 on March 10th. Okay, and this is a big deal. Why? Well, basically when they move to 3.0, they are essentially in a full-on Ethereum clone and competitor in a good way. And I mean, honestly, it's really cool to see them just looking to take on Ethereum, the #2 cryptocurrency by market cap. It's a pretty big deal. They are also moving their masternodes from 10,000 coins to 1,000 coins to make it easier to participate and also get more regular earnings. And this is important because the staking mechanism in Energi has just gotten, to be honest, worse and worse as far as consistency goes. Like, you'll hit a couple stakes and then you won't hit anything with like well over 1,000 coins for maybe a couple weeks. Whereas if you're on the Masternode payment schedule, normally those are automated payments. For example, here is one of our community members' Masternodes, and you can see here that every day they're getting about roughly 2 payments. You can see it varies, so once in a while there'll be a day where you only get 1 payment, but this is automated every single time. Where I'm staking some coins, and I got almost 2,000 coins in one stake, and sometimes they go over a week without hitting one reward. It's not regular, and it's kind of frustrating, and it's hard to gauge how many coins are you really getting. So for anyone wondering about these masternodes and how much you really make from them, based off that, a trustworthy community member who doesn't want to be named but reached out to me privately, I mean, yeah, like you'll be making that $1,000 a month. You'll be making 0.1 Bitcoin in a Satoshi valuation there, and that's pretty impressive. Obviously this isn't a TA, chart analysis channel, but we have had a little uptick here, really just kind of on the heels of that news. No surprise really. And I'm really excited to see where this stuff goes, and really the fact that it's going to be 1,000 coins for a Masternode I think is a lot cooler to enable much more participation, and then, well, we can get some Masternodes. If you're wondering about the coin that was touted to be GPU mineable and whatever, well, it's not anymore. It's and that's why I didn't even want to cover it as like the hot new GPU mined coin, because I figured this would happen when we looked into the algorithm here. And that's fine, and they say they're fine with being FPGA mined, so I don't think that this Handshake HNS project is going to do anything about it. They're fine with it, and I'm not hating on them. Whatever they want to do is what they want to do. But yeah, FPGA, public license here, very easy to get, already available. There's going to be some other bit streams to mine Handshake on FPGAs going out there as well. So yeah, Handshake is an FPGA mined coin, for better and worse, however you want to look at it. You may have seen the news really started to go big yesterday about a bug it's discovered in ProgPoW, and it's relatable to ASICs and Ethereum. Kind of the whole point to move to ProgPoW is to level the playing field, or whatever you want to call it, and look at it when it comes to Ethereum mining. And this bug says that it makes ASIC equipment much more powerful, basically due to the bug, right? And we could go on and on. We talked a lot about ProgPoW yesterday. I don't want to go on and on again about ProgPoW and beat a dead horse there. So if you do want to watch that video, it's just this video again uploaded yesterday, why Ethereum is the most profitable, most important coin for mining. Really kind of all coins, especially if you take BTC off the table, but that's what it looks like if you want to check it out. Basically the summary of the attack and how practical it is that it's kind of improbable, requires new nodes to adjust block headers, solo mining, and huge farms of ASICs. And these would be ProgPoW ASICs, okay? So they have to be built to be able to do this, or at least, I believe, perform the KCAC function, which I think I always say wrong. And yeah, the attack involves a massive amount of KCAC computation to happen within 14 seconds. This other project that used their own variation of ProgPoW says that, it can't even work on their project right now, and they're going to work on a permanent solution in the future. So definitely not something I'm worried about, and it's just okay. Well, we examined the issue, and let's just patch it and move on. I mean, nothing should be expected to always be forever flawless and perfect, and that's why blockchains and any project in tech constantly have updates and so forth. If you want to learn more about mining and you want to do it in person, I invite you to check out the Mining Disrupt conference in 2020. Okay, there's gonna be all kinds of mining talk here. Obviously, a lot of Bitcoin, but altcoins as well. It's not a Bitcoin centric conference. It's in Miami, Florida, so it's on the East Coast. If you want to check it out, we'll have a link in the video description below. And thanks to Scott Offord for sponsoring this video and promoting Mining Disrupt. That's kind of the roundup of the recent and interesting news here as we close out this week in the crazy cryptocurrency world that we live in. Is the Antminer K5, like, if you're a first batch adopter, will it be profitable? Will you do well? Historically, people who get the first release of a miner, again, historically, normally do well, sometimes very well. Also, everyone's kind of hoping we're on the cusp of a big bull run and breakout. And if, say BTC goes crazy and everything else kind of follows suit, then again, getting any good profitable miners right now could be super profitable in the long term. Do I think you're going to make $400 a day? Absolutely not. I think you should be hoping that you're making 20 bucks a day with this machine. Hoping. Realistically, within 3 months of this thing being out, I wouldn't be surprised if you're making $10 or less per day, okay? And that's with like average electric rates of like 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Is that acceptable to you? I mean, that's for you to decide. What do you think about Nervos CKB? Do you want to hodl it, try to go along with it or not? I don't know, but for me personally, I don't think I'm going to buy one of these. It's just, I'm not really in the mood to take an L on a miner. We'll see if my feelings change or whatever, or maybe I'll be able to get one into review, and maybe my feelings will change one way or the other. I guess it can only change one way at that point, if I can get it. But yeah, anyway, so that's that. There's also the Energi update. I'm really excited to see them just go on and challenge Ethereum. Any way you look at it, even if they don't succeed, I mean, that's a big challenge. At a minimum, hopefully they make Ethereum better. Or or even more, hopefully, we have a alternative to Ethereum for, you know, another good platform for smart contracts, dApps, you know, passive income through Masternodes and whatever else, however you want to look at it. They're doing a lot of stuff. So is Ethereum, the whole age of DeFi and everything like that. So, you know, obviously it's absolutely interesting. It was also really surprising to see the regularity of the Masternode earnings in comparison with their just casual staking through their wallet method, which is incredibly irregular. Then we got Handshake HNS. Some of you guys in the community have been talking about it, want to see it covered. Well, that's the latest update. It's FPGA mined, so you can still mine with GPUs for now if you want, but I personally wouldn't really even bother. And yeah, then there's the bug in ProgPoW. Don't really think it's a big deal. I mean, I'll be surprised if we can even get ProgPoW onto Ethereum. I mean, I'll worry about a minor bug that's only capable to be exploited for 14 seconds later on. And we already know about it, so why don't we just patch it before the thing goes live? So, as always, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe to the VoskCoin YouTube channel. We're chasing 100,000 subscribers. It makes all the difference when you guys just take that moment to subscribe, and we really appreciate seeing like the same people, you know, day over day, week over week, month over month, especially year over year. I notice when you guys comment, and especially if you've been commenting for a while and you're hitting the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you on the next one.